Welcome to weekly messages from Spirit for the week of September 11th through 17th. We just had our full moon in Pisces on September 9th, 9/9, and it was a day of completion. Nines are symbolic of completing a cycle, and I certainly went through it. I went to the Moth. If you're not familiar with the Moth, it is a place to speak, and it's like open mic night for speakers. And I went into it completely blind and just figured I'd put my name in the hat. Why not? You know, I want to be a professional speaker. I am a professional speaker. And why not? Like, just do it. I had no story prepared. Got up there. Well, of course, they called my name because I wasn't prepared, and I had no resistance around getting chosen, so I was chosen. And I shared my story and had horrible scores and was embarrassed and felt a lot of shame around not preparing and not respecting the art of speaking was kind of how I felt. But I did it, and I was proud of myself for at least putting myself out there, being bold. And I've been saying, you know, fortune follows the brave. I didn't come up with that saying, but fortune favors the bold. I think that's the saying. I'm not sure who said it, but you know, we need to put ourselves out there. We need to take risks. We need to be bold in order to grow, in order to step further into our desires. We need to step out. So that's what I did. And this coming week, we are going to be having a mediumship circle on Wednesday, September 14th. It is at 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My Speak to Spirit graduates will be attending and doing readings for people who attend. It is $22 to attend. We're going to be doing it the second Wednesday of each month at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. So if you'd like to hear from your spirit guides, your departed loved ones, you're welcome to attend. There's no promises that your departed loved one that you want to hear from will come through. The way I work with mediumship is we have a very loose connection, I'd say. They come and go. For me anyway, as a reader, when I call on them specifically, it's harder for me to hear. Whereas if I just ask for guidance around the question that you ask, then I receive the guidance. Sometimes I know it's from a loved one. Other times I'm not sure, you know, which guide it's from. But the message is what the most important part is, you know, to receive the intuitive guidance to move forward in a positive direction on your path. So people who come to our mediumship class, you are opening yourself up to be read by my Speak to Spirit students. And if you want to learn how to become a Speak to Spirit student, you're welcome to respond to this video. Just email me, Julie@JulieGetzinger.com, and I'll talk with you to see if you might be a fit for that program. But anybody's welcome to attend the mediumship circle to receive the guidance if you purchase a ticket, and I'll put a link below for that. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So I actually pulled an oracle card deck. That was my very first oracle card deck from Kyle Gray here. It's called The Keepers of the Light, and I was drawn to pull from this today. And then we also have Power of Surrender cards by Judith Orloff. Oops, this is the lid. Yes. And I do want to take a moment to thank those who sacrificed their lives on September 11th. This is a very sacred day in history, and thinking of all the rescuers, the heroes, the policemen, the firemen, the loved ones left behind, those also who decided to sacrifice themselves in the actual tragedy, all of the lives lost, blessing and honoring every single life lost, and knowing that the lives are eternal and they continue on. But for us who were left behind, you know, if you have a loved one that you lost, you know, honoring you on this day, and also all of those who gave their lives, every last one of them. So just wanted to say a prayer for them first. Thank you. All right, let's ask for what to expect for the energies for the week of September 11th through 17th. So we'll pull from the Keepers of the Light first. And I'm a little hoarse today because I did some alchemy. If you don't know what that is, It is a release of emotion and energy, whether you have anger, frustration, any kind of negative energy, or just like energy from the past that is built up in the body. Alchemy is the way to release it. And it's something that I teach my clients at my Abundance Breakthrough Retreat, which is actually coming up in October, a virtual retreat. And it's a way to allow the emotions to pass through you so that they do not control you. They do not hold you back from stepping into your path now. So that's why I am hoarse, because I had a lot of releasing to do around the full moon, which is what it's for. All right, so let's go ahead and ask for which keepers of the light are with us and what do they wish for us to know at this time. So the first one we got is, I'm not sure how to pronounce this, but it's for soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. Love this. And look at the geometry behind him. So beautiful. I think it might be the circle or the flower of life. Not sure what that's called, but there's the same symbol on this one, Krishna. This one is for devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. All right, and let's pull from the surrender. What are we being asked to surrender at this time? Surrender to joy. One of my favorite cards ever. It says a key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. All right, so let's look further into this. We have soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. Devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized, and surrender to joy. Okay, let's go ahead and tap into this. So you can't not expand. Those of us who consciously choose to continue doing the alchemy, like I was talking about before, to continue to dig deeper into the emotions that we're experiencing and to get curious about why they're rising up, what they're about, digging deeper, those of us who choose to continue to do this consciousness work, we are being recognized for this spiritual work. I just said spiritual worth, so let me ask more about that. So there is a lot of work going on right now around worthiness, around feeling good enough, around feeling, can I really do what I want to do? Is this all just a dream, or is this real? Is this actually something I can achieve and experience in physical form? Maybe this is a love partner or money or some kind of achievement in your work or your family, becoming a mother, whatever it is for you, asking yourself, like, is this real? Is this possible? And the divine is saying to tune into your spiritual worth. Your worth does not come from what you do, from what you have, from what you know, who you are with. It's not, your worth is inherent. It just is. The spiritual worth is what you're tuning into. And the way you can experience that is through joy, is through being happy. We don't always need to heal in such painful ways. We think that growth is hard. We think making money is hard. Finding that love partner is hard. It doesn't have to be hard. In fact, when we surrender to joy and follow what feels good, follow what lights our heart up, there lies our abundance. Let's see anything else. Your spiritual work is to realize your spiritual worth. And it's non-discriminatory. Not one person is more worthy than another, because one says yes to the spiritual path, says yes to doing conscious growth. That being is not more worthy than another who doesn't. In fact, those of us who do it, we're doing it for the collective. We're not just doing it for ourselves, we're doing it for the collective. Dr. Nani Leah Diamond says, what one woman does for herself, she does for all women. And it's not specific to women. This is beings, this is energy. So what one does for themselves, the consciousness work, they're in fact doing for the community, the greater community, the world. And you're going to expand whether you choose to or not, whether you're conscious of it or not. That's why they call it consciousness work. Because if you are, if you know that you're doing it, if you know you're saying yes to it, that's the work of consciousness. It's conscious evolution, but we all expand and grow no matter what. So resist the temptation to judge others who don't look like they're doing the work of the consciousness. Resist the temptation to drag them along and say, you need to do this, you need to start meditating. Like, do it yourself, model it yourself, and others will receive the benefit of it. So you are just responsible for your own work, your own healing. If we all chose to do our own healing work, this world would be radically different. And stop shaming, judging others for not doing what you think is the best way to do it. All right, those are your messages for this week. Let me know how they resonate for you. If you're interested in receiving more guidance this week, we do have our mediumship circle on Wednesday, 4:30 Eastern. I'll put a link below. It's $22 to join us for the hour. And our Speak to Spirit graduates will be doing the readings. I will be there as well, obviously, and I will bring through intuitive guidance. And the way we're going to do it is open it up to the group and ask for volunteers who would like to have a question answered. You can have come with one question, and the group will share what comes through. My Speak to Spirit program is for people who want to learn how to do intuitive readings, how to read oracle cards, how to connect with departed loved ones, how to energetically protect yourself and do it in a safe way. Those are the things that I teach in my Speak to Spirit course. So if you're interested in that, you're welcome to email me, Julie@JulieGetzinger.com, and I will share the details of that to see if that's a fit for you. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a beautiful week.